welcome back to Factory Sealed. It is November 26th, 2016. My name's Eric Peterson. Joining me today, Mr. Dan Curtis.
Hello. How the devil are you?
Hello. I'm quite good. How are you?
I thought I would sing it this week to give it a more musical tone, you know.
Today is the opera version of Factory Sealed.
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, not this again.
Good.
What the fuck?
That was my
That was
fat lady.
Horrible.
That's my fat British lady.
Everything glass in my house just shattered at once. The TV just exploded.
I hope that somebody went deaf because they had the volume up too loud.
I feel like I have got my earphones on and it was horrible. Oh,
You like that?
oh, Tom would be spinning in his grave even though he's not dead. As far as I'm
That
aware.
we know of. I mean,
But he's not here,
truly,
so
we
he may as
don't-
well be.
We don't know if he's not dead.
Tom has got an ongoing dispute on with our unofficial sponsors, IKEA. So, yeah, basically, he's 2 weeks running, I think he said he's been waiting in for them to deliver furniture to his house.
Furniture.
And they have not...
get a chest of drawers.
He was building a bed last week, so it's been a long process if he's still doing it now.
You guys don't call that anything goofy, like a sleepy mat?
Yes. Just go to the sleepy mat.
Let me retire to the laying
Darling,
down.
bring me my crumpets and tea in the sleepy mat, please.
Had to get a
just says-
boudoir.
It says on B&Bs, it just says breakfast and sleepy mat.
It's SM&B, sleepy mat and breakfast.
I think that's something else.
That's BDSM.
Oh, BDSM and breakfasts.
Ooh.
That's quite the deal.
Quite sausagey. See what I did there with instead of the saucy, went for sausagey?
No, I don't get it. Can you explain?
Yeah, see how when we usually say something and you go, saucy, you get that? You remember how you do that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And we're talking about BDSM and breakfast, and you eat sausage for breakfast?
What are we talking about, first of all?
Well, I'm explaining a joke to you because apparently you left one of your brain cells in the other
Eric,
room, so you can't rub them together.
If you have to explain a joke, my friend, it was shit. So...
Because sausage kind of starts with the same as saucy, so I just went with the theme of what we were talking about and went, sausagey.
Wow. You are so good.
I mean, I've achieved
Have you considered a career in
new
stand-up?
level of comedy that nobody gets it yet.
I think you should go on America's Got Talent.
I probably would just win the second I walk out. Like, yeah, here he is.
I think you should just go out and do your burps.
Oh, yeah.
I think America would go for that.
This dude's got the wettest farts in town. How many pairs of underwear can he turn brown in 10 minutes?
Maybe you can do the brown note using fart noises.
Oh, man, the brown note. I don't need the brown note.
No, you don't. Not with your track record.
By the way, Tom and Jess are not here.
He is.
Tom is building furniture. I don't know where the hell Jess is.
He is in America.
America. No, she's not. I thought she got kicked out early.
I love that. Get out of here!
We don't want your kind.
Take your moose back to Canada.
You don't like guns? Go on get.
Canadians. Nice, lovely people.
They are. They're quite.
Delightful. Yes.
Yeah, they're just quite.
So yeah,
Did
have we had a full cast for months again?
It's been a while. Well, we had a full cast for the first time in a while, and then it's just fallen off again.
That was about 2 months ago, and then since then we haven't.
No. Did you see the picture that Tom sent of the package I mailed him?
I did do this nice Pikachu stocking. It was rather nice.
Well, more importantly, all over the outside of the box, I just put in big capital letters, USA, USA, with exclamation points and drew flags all over the place. And then addressed it to Sir Tom of Ragan. And the guy at the post office apparently looked at him like, Sir Tom Reagan? I told Tom, like, I hope to God the only way you replied was, quite. Tom goes, well, close. I looked at him and said,
Tom didn't
yes.
actually go. He said Jeeves, of course.
Oh, yeah. He just looked at the guy's like, yes. Because apparently over there, you don't just refer to people as sir?
No.
Really? What do you call, like, a term of endearment or respect for somebody? What do you call them? Mister?
You slag.
You slag. Hello, you slag.
Hello, you slag. How nice to see you. Oh, nice to see you.
So you don't, like, I just refer to people as sir.
No.
It's a formality.
I say their name.
What if it's your boss?
I call him Barry.
Barry.
Yes.
Like Barry Manilow?
Oh, so you go in and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't do it right again.
I come to you with my hat in my hand.
I will prostrate myself on the floor and lick your boots, sir.
I will prostate myself?
Yes.
What? How do you prostate yourself?
It's a phrase. It means, like, flat.
You mean prostrate?
Yes, that one. To confirm.
Yeah. Prostrate is lying stretched out on the ground with one's face downward. Prostate is a completely different thing.
Well, I don't know how you do that then.
Well, I think it would involve lying on your back with your legs up.
Do you do that? I'm sorry, sir. Here is my arsehole.
Don't mind me. I'm just going to prostate myself. Yep, still there. Ooh.
Where's Eric? Oh, he's just prostating himself in the boss's office. It's been
Gotta keep that prostate healthy.
He's been there 4 days.
How did we get here?
I don't know. Sirs and shit.
Yeah, so you don't call people sir.
No.
What do you just call them by their name?
Yes. I don't deal with customers. I don't have to be nice to people.
Well, yeah, they obviously aren't going to put you customer facing. My product doesn't work. Fuck off.
You slags want some equipment.
You slag, you bought it for me. I got your money. You slag, go fuck off or I'll fucking cut you.
You know I'm Ronnie Pickering.
Fucking Ronnie Pickering, I'll cut your kidneys out, so.
Oh, I'm Ronnie Pickering. Oh, you slag and I will kill you.
Who are you?
I'm Ronnie Pickering.
Who?
Ronnie Pickering.
Who's that?
How do you don't know who I am, you muppet? Ronnie Pickering.
You muppet. I love that phrase.
I work with the guys from London, and we just always talk like that to each other. It's quite amusing.
Is he quite Cockney?
He is, but he's from a place called Kent, which is apparently not Cockney, but he sounds like he's Cockney, so that's good enough for me.
The breadth of accents that you guys have over there is astounding.
It is, actually.
Over here we have a fair share, but it's, I don't know, less than 10.
Well, if you get an Irish guy with a lisp, there's no hope, as you know.
Just banging a metal pot with a spoon.
It's just noise.
Goodness. I don't know where Jess is, to be honest, to get back to serious matters.
She's probably currently under a sea of cats.
Dodging stalkers.
Yes.
I don't even have a message from her. She's just flat out not here.
Teaching dogs to recite the alphabet?
She is training her cats to walk her dog.
She is traversing the neighborhood, setting her neighbors' trucks on fire?
Ooh, or setting her own truck on fire.
Yes, quite possible. Maybe hers is on fire, and then she's colliding with other people's to set them on fire.
Collateral damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then afterwards she'd have to prostrate herself at their feet to apologize.
Well, Jess can't prostrate herself because she doesn't have a prostate.
Oh, yeah.
Do you understand the difference between men and women?
What's a woman?
Oh, I don't know.
Wait, Jess isn't a guy? Why does she look like one?
Do you...
Sorry, Jess.
Let's hope she doesn't listen to this week. Dan said it, not me.
It's all right. I look like a woman, so it all bounces out.
Naturally.
Yes.
Especially on Tuesday nights.
Oh, quite.
That's when you go out and get sausagey.
Oh, yeah.
Get it? Taking the joke back to the beginning.
It's a beautiful segue.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I like to set up jokes at the beginning and reference them later. Do you need me to explain it this time? Why that joke worked?
Stop talking shite.
It's sausagey because you go out on the town.
Yeah, thanks. It's gear night. Yeah, we get it. Thanks.
Yeah. Sausagey, Dan.
Thank
It
you.
works on many levels.
It's the best. It's the joke that just keeps on giving. This year's must-have Christmas gift from Proper Bollocks. Eric will write you a shit joke that you can use for the rest of the year.
With a 3-page explanation.
Only 3 pages. I was expecting a full dossier.
Just 3. I don't want people to waste too much of their holiday time.
Yours for the bargain price of $80.
Yes. Or free without the dossier, and then you're on your own to figure it out.
Somebody please write in and ask for one.
Oh, man. Yeah. I'll write you a joke with an explanation. It'll be in APA format unless you request Chicago style. But if you request Chicago style, then I have to charge more.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of the gift of the year, have you heard of these things called Hatchimals?
That was a beautiful segue.
Damn it! Almost got away with it.
Nope. I have heard of Hatchimals, yes.
There was a couple of guys here in town who made the local news because they went out and they spent $5,000 since October purchasing every Hatchimal they could find and then reselling them online. So basically the news is glorifying scalpers.
Yeah, that happens with everything.
But now they're glorifying it on the news. Like, look at how much money these guys made. So all they're doing is encouraging scalping.
Yeah, like we've encouraged Black Friday by constantly talking about it on the news.
There's a difference, Dan. This is people, one person or 2 people purchasing a bunch of one thing and then reselling them for an insane profit. They're turning them around for $200-$300 online.
But that's because people are insane. They'll be in the shops.
Yeah.
So let's spend $1,000 on this $20 thing.
Oh yeah. If that were something that my kids wanted for Christmas, like, I really want this, Daddy, and I could only find it online and be like, well, I guess you're not getting it.
Do you get your kids games?
Video games?
Yes.
She's 2.
So?
And the other one is 4 months old. Yeah, I bought her a PS4 Pro with a new 4K TV.
Start them early. That's the way I do it.
Call of Duty.
Nice. GTA 5?
No, I'm going to wait till she's 4 for that one.
All right, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get her started too young. Yeah. I mean, somebody has to be responsible for her well-being.
So what do you do when you play games? Are they not there?
Generally, no. They go to bed. I'm not a complete heathen.
Oh, so you wait until they go to bed to play games?
Typically, they go to bed around 8.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just wondering about your life because I don't get to see you, and I'm very sad.
Oh, well, you could fly over and spend a week with us, Dan.
It's too far for a week. I need to come for a month.
You can come and live with us for a month.
I'm sure Christy wouldn't agree.
Yeah, she wouldn't care.
She would.
As long as you clean the bathroom.
No.
And occasionally cook dinner.
I usually just shit in the bath. So
as you're showering. And the shower's plugged again.
Christy, I've done it again. Sorry. It just came out.
You just cut the grate out of the bottom of your tub so it'll just go straight through.
Yeah, that's into the flat below.
You just got a hole in the ceiling.
Nice to see you again.
Oh, Dan had chili last night. Is it raining in here?
Why do we always go to the toilet?
It's the easiest common denominator to go
It's
to.
lowbrow humor again.
Yeah. Dan.
Hello.
I have a confession to make.
I've been waiting for this one.
It's been a long time coming. So if you remember,
this is on Kingdom Hearts 2 sealed level, this confession.
Oh, God. I'm not happy that I have to make this.
I'm so happy.
But I have to do it. I really have to do this. Otherwise, I feel like I lose credibility. So if you've been with us since the beginning, all the way back to episode 8, January 31st, 2013, almost 4 years ago, we attempted to play Pokemon Yellow. And I was quite against it.
Did you actually play it?
I did. I bought it on my DS, tried to play it, and just didn't. I just didn't like it. And it was supposed to be my first Pokemon game.
We won't count that one, though.
Well, I asked people where I should get in, and they just said, start with Yellow. I'm like, all right, whatever, we'll start. I didn't like it.
It is quite old now.
But Dan.
Yes.
Pokemon Sun and Moon came out a week ago.
It did.
I got it a week ago yesterday.
You did?
And I have logged almost 30 hours into that game.
Holy shit.
That is almost a full-time job.
That's impressive.
I like it.
You love it.
I love it.
I love Pokemons.
I do. I'm hooked. It's fantastic.
I know it is.
Now, I don't know. I don't want to be preemptive and be like, I'm all in. I'm just going to go and play all the other Pokemons because I'm afraid that I might burn out on it.
Uh-huh. That's why there's a few years between them, you see.
But I'm really enjoying this one.
Have you finished it yet? No?
I'm probably about an hour and a half-ish from the end of the story. But from what I hear, the game actually begins after the story's over.
That usually happens. There's usually a few optional areas to explore. I'm so proud that you like it.
Yeah. So I apologize for the negative things I've said about Pokemon.
Which is many.
I have been wrong. And I am admitting it now on the 26th day of the 11th month of the 2016th year of the Common Era.
The Common Era.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Well, yeah, that's one of you can either do BC and AD or you can do BCE and then CE.
Wait.
It's history, Dan.
Oh, okay.
Learn yourself.
I don't know about that.
Dan, do you know what?
You like Pokemon?
I do. However, I have some complaints with it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, not complaints, more just maybe you can explain this to me. I thought in the Pokemon universe, now, mind you, this is where my Pokemon ignorance is going to come out. So I'm just forewarning you. I know jack squat about Pokemon.
Right.
In the Pokemon world, that trainers are not allowed to start capturing or training Pokemon until they're 11, correct?
Something like that.
In this game, there are preschoolers that you fight with Pokemon. Because they make a big point of like, oh, hey, you're 11, go get your starter Pokemon. it's a big deal. Like every kid looks forward to when they're 11. And just like in the real world, they want to start their YouTube career. They can now start their Pokemon career.
I don't think it's consistent.
These all don't take place in the same world?
Maybe those preschoolers have stole their parents' Pokemon and are running amok with said Pokemon.
I don't know.
Do you still get the kids with the bug Pokemon? They're always there.
I don't know. Just run into a bunch of random preschoolers. The other thing that I cannot stand in this game, I understand the other games had Team Rocket and they were kind of annoying, but the Skull team is really bad.
Eric, they are always bad. This
is on a different level of bad.
No, trust me. Traditionally, the bad team on Pokemon are really bad. Like they will tell you where their base is. That's how stupid they are.
But no, I mean, are they as blatantly stereotypical and racist as Team Skull is?
Probably.
Oh man, it's just a bunch of white people acting as thug as they possibly can, and it's just every ghetto stereotype you can imagine.
Traditionally, they usually have a theme to them. Like, you get... What's the Pokemon Sun team? Is it the same or different this time?
I think they're both Team Skull.
They're usually different. Like, you had Team Magma and Team Aqua in Ruby Sapphire, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
One wanted to flood the world and the other one wanted to set off all the volcanoes for reasons.
No, I don't know.
You always get a bad team, but they're always terrible. Like, they will say, I hope nobody finds the key to our base, which is over there. So
you gotta help the youngins out.
You do, but it's just dumb.
The only other thing is that there really isn't a whole lot of incentive to utilize other Pokemon. I picked Rowlet and got him evolved up to Decidueye and have really yet to use anything other than him.
Traditionally, there's always a certain section where you can't really use your starter Pokemon to great effect. But I heard this one is a bit easier than the others.
Yeah, which it's kind of a disappointment, but I'm hoping that the end game stuff, when you can get into the battle royales and going around and picking up all the other Pokemon and doing the online battles and stuff.
Online battles is where you really have to consider your Pokemon team and level up a lot and do a bit of grinding. Get yourself
I've only had one difficult battle so far, and I just did it last night where I'm fighting Mimikyu with Decidueye and Snorlax. And
is Decidueye the top level of Rowlet?
Yeah.
I love getting to the top level ones. They always look awesome.
There's something in here in this game, too, that's inherently broken that I think kind of ruined it for one of my friends. The Wonder Trade option. Has that been in previous Pokemons?
I've never used it, but I think it has been.
So you can go into Wonder Trade in this festival plaza and just pick a Pokemon and go, I want to trade it. And you could trade away a really good one and just get a garbage Caterpie back or whatever the hell, like a level 1 Rattata.
Rattata, darling.
He sent away just a garbage Pokemon and got back a level 100 Lucario.
How have people got to level 100 already?
And this was on the 3rd day it was out.
It's been out in Japan for ages, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So maybe that's where it came from. Because you can trade with people around the world, and the Wonder Trade is just whoever. But we convinced him, dude, if you use this, you will ruin the game for yourself, because he was still on the first island.
But traditionally, you can't use level 100 Pokemon at the start, because you have to have the right badge, otherwise
that's right. You have to have the Z
It doesn't obey you. Yeah, because this one doesn't have gym leaders, does it? Has the island guardians.
Yeah, the different trials.
Which is a first, because you've always had gym leaders.
It's still essentially, from what I understand, the same.
It's interesting that they've changed it rather than just have it be the same. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. There's have the other Pokemon games had mounts in them that you can ride around?
No, this is new for this one.
They are a ton of fun.
It's actually in the anime for the first time. So I watched the first episode of the Sun and Moon anime in Japanese, and they talked about it on there.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's brand new for this one because they've done away with the hidden machines, which I think I talked about last week.
Maybe I don't remember.
Because you still get TMs in this one with different moves. They were called HMs, and they were basically like cut, waterfall, dive, surf, all that kind of stuff, and you had to have what's called basically an HM slave of Pokemon that can learn them all, so you could get around the world. Like you used to have fly, so you always had to have a bird.
Oh no, this one you just straight up get mounts. Like you can get Charizard and fly to any island at any location and drop you off.
That's pretty damn sweet.
Oh yeah, and then you get Lapras where you can go into the ocean and swim around there. I just got Sharkpedo. You ride around the back of a shark that can bust through rocks.
That's pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to playing this, actually. I'm looking forward to getting it.
Part of the reason I've been obsessing over it, too, is that I want to get as much of it done as I can before next week.
You've got a few days.
Yeah. I'm hoping to finish up the story tonight. That way I can just kind of enjoy the game at a leisurely pace for the next few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The story's really bad. It's really bad. It's almost to the point where I just kind of want to click through it.
Yeah, the storylines are never the best, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just generally beat gym leaders, get to Elite Four, win. That's it.
Yeah.
Fight bad guys, get rid of bad guys, get legendary Pokemon in the process.
There is something in this, too, that have the Pokemon in previous games been able to call down help?
Help?
Yeah, so you'll be fighting 2 Pokemon instead of 1?
There's been dual battles before, yeah.
So in this, apparently, I don't know if it's the same as it was before, but you'll be fighting a Pokemon and he'll call for help and another one will drop down.
No, that's new.
That is a method for farming shiny Pokemon. The RNG for just a random Pokemon or random shiny appearing is 1 in 4,019. But that number dramatically decreases if you sit there and farm his SOS. And I spent 2 hours trying to farm a shiny Wishy-Washy and never got one.
You won't. It's not worth it.
But the reason I did it is because a buddy of mine got it through Wonder Trade and was just like, hey guys, I got a shiny. I'm like, yeah, well, it doesn't really count because somebody traded it on accident.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm just jealous.
Yeah, that's what it was. So between the 3 of us, we have a bet going to see who can get the first legitimate shiny Pokemon.
Good luck with that. I've played it for years and never found one.
Yeah, it's crazy. And there's a shiny version of every single Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading. There are people who've played every game since they came out and has never seen one.
I was talking to you earlier this week. I think I said to you the new version of the old Pokemon, the Alola forms. You can only get them, right? You can't get the originals.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. There's a bit of confusion there. I'm not sure if you can or not. Because
I'm not a purist, so I don't know.
I thought you could trade between the old games in this one, but apparently it's not possible.
You can trade between the demo and this game. So if you beat the demo, you get a level 36 Greninja.
Oh, I love Greninja.
Yeah.
Greninja's a really good Pokemon.
I
like, what's it called? Howlet or something? It's like a fighting Pokemon. It's a bird. It's like a wrestler. Hawlucha, that's it.
Has Mimikyu been in the other games, or is he new to this one?
He's new to this one.
He's crazy.
Yeah, it's a ghost Pokemon pretending to be Pikachu, right?
Yeah, really creepy looking.
Yeah.
His totem battle was the only one so far that's given me trouble. That totem battle took me over half an hour and almost wiped out my entire team.
Wow. Have you, what's the worst one you've encountered so far? Because there's usually some pretty terrible ones.
Terrible in terms of just dumb or really hard?
Stupidness.
Huh?
Design and general stupidness, really.
There's one that looks like a Hawaiian lei, you know, the flower necklace.
Oh, yeah.
That one's pretty stupid.
Yeah, like in the past they've had like an ice cream and things like that. It's just stupidness.
No, that's the only one that's off the top of my head I can think of that's exceptionally stupid.
I think Diglett has a really stupid Aloha form.
Do they all have Aloha forms?
No, there's only a few.
Oh,
it's a Lola. Well, it's a Lola form. Sorry.
Yeah, Alola.
I thought it was Aloha.
Well, that's because the Hawaiian ones are Aloha.
Yeah, they've got like crazy surfer hair. The Diglets.
Oh yeah,
they look freaking stupid.
They look like they've got comb overs.
It's so good. Have you found the Pokemon that looks like Donald Trump yet?
Yeah, Gumshoe.
He's great.
Yeah, I like the Executor.
Yeah,
he looks like a palm tree.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The Alola form of Diglett he just looks like a giant dick. Doesn't he?
Basically. It's Doug Trio with the hair.
Oh, yes. I'm enjoying it, though. As a whole, I'm enjoying it, and I look forward to playing more of it. I'm going to post my friend code on the Facebook page if anybody wants to trade Pokemon, because there are some from the Moon version that I want to get.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Which one are you getting?
I'm getting Sun.
Good.
I don't know why I always get the first one in the title.
Makes sense.
I don't know why.
I just got Sun because the other guy that I play with here locally got Moon. So
it sounds confusing, Moon, because it's the day and night cycle's reversed.
How so?
Well, it's 12 because it's set 12. The daytime clock, basically, when you play a Sun, is accurate. So if you played it now, it would be daytime for you. If you played it later at night, it would be nighttime in the world. But in Moon, it would be reversed by 12 hours. So if you played during the day, it would be nighttime.
Huh.
Which is new. That's never happened before.
Interesting.
Quite.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to getting it immensely.
I'm surprised you didn't get it right away for as big of a Pokemon fan as you are.
No, it's so close to Final Fantasy 15 that I just won't have time. I'm trying to avoid lengthy games at the moment.
I'm so excited for Tuesday.
I can't wait.
I'm just beyond excited. And then I looked at my calendar for this week, and I am on the road every day this week.
Ah, that's bad.
Oh, yeah.
You need to take your TV and your console and hook it up to your car.
I could do Vita Remote Play.
Yeah? It won't be the same, though, will it?
No.
Oh, I'm so excited. I saw it on a bus stop the other day.
Did you snap a picture of it?
I didn't. I was driving past it, so...
Did you snap a picture of it?
No, because that's not what you're meant to do.
I've gone on Final Fantasy Blackout for the next couple days, because apparently...
The spoilers have been leaked greatly.
In a lot of territories, the game just leaked a couple weeks ago. People started selling it, and I don't want to spoil anything.
I don't want to know anything.
And the Japanese trailers, although we wouldn't be able to understand it, have been showing way more gameplay footage than was initially intended.
I've watched quite a bit of gameplay footage, but I'm sure there's a lot more to find. It looks huge. From what I've seen.
I hope so. I hope this is a game that's not going to pull a Final Fantasy 12 on me, because that game I've never really made it too far into. I just lose interest.
But that's coming out again soon.
Zodiac Age, I think.
Remastered for the...
I don't know if that's actually coming out soon, is it?
I think so. I think it's early next year.
March 6th. Oh, wait, no, that's the original Final Fantasy 12. I don't know. Let's look. Let's goggle it. To be determined.
I'm on it.
TBD.
Oh. 2017 sometime.
Doesn't even say that. I'm on the Square Enix store. That one I'm looking forward to, because I've been meaning to replay through Final Fantasy 12 again, but knowing this is coming out, I'm just going to hold off.
Final Fantasy 12 has a crazy, in-depth, lengthy hunting side quest, which goes on.
I love those.
It's so
Love
good.
those.
So good. It just goes on forever. And then the final hunting mark is called Yasma, and it's got about 50 million HP. And you can there's a certain way you could, because you have the gambit system on Final Fantasy 12, where you set up all the characters to do different actions. You can set it up so you don't have to do anything, and you can leave your controller there, and it will still take about 3 hours.
Ugh.
To beat him. So you're in for a long haul there. I've never done it personally.
Sounds awful.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a pretty high level save on my PS2, but no.
That's like those 24-hour raids in Final Fantasy 11 online.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
No thanks. Not going to do it.
No. I like games, but not that much.
Not that much. Yeah. I know a game that you like.
You do?
I do.
Is this going to be a segue?
You can't preemptively call out a segue. Although that is good, because we've never done that. We've never done that before.
I just did.
I like that.
Yes.
But you ruined the segue.
I know. Do we never get a segue?
Ugh. Our game for this week
I'll let you have one for Christmas.
Was chosen by, correct me if I'm wrong, Ben Merrick?
You are correct.
Ooh!
Yeah, we were going to play not Star Blazer, Soul Blazer again. Due to the scheduling conflicts, we decided to play something a bit shorter.
Also, I think it's good that we didn't finish that for the show, simply because it's so much of the same. The next 5 levels or 4 levels of that game would have just been...
Yeah, I think we would have just been repeating ourselves, to be honest. Yeah. So, yeah, that's fine.
Dan.
Hello.
What's our game for this week?
Our game for this week was Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
2.
2.
2.
2. 2. Arguably the best of the original Sonics.
I will admit that I do agree with that statement.
Personally, I think 3's the best. But I can see why people like this one.
I don't know if I agree with that, because I don't think I've played much of 3.
See, I like 3 better because it has a continuous storyline throughout the levels, whereas this is just level after level. Yeah.
And collecting coins.
Yes. Rings. You're so annoying! I hate you!
The fact is, you fall for it every single time.
Yeah, I know.
Every single time. Dan, tell me about Sonic 2.
Sonic 2 is, of course, the sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog. It's said by the 2 in its name, just in case you didn't understand.
Is that how sequel works?
It was released for the first time in November the 21st in 1992, which interestingly is... Oh, no, sorry. It began development at the end of 1991. I think the original came out like a year earlier.
Games had shorter development cycles back then.
I know, they didn't take as long.
Yeah.
It's for the Genesis Mega Drive, of course. And it's basically, it's very... Well, it is similar to the first one, but I think it's also a lot different. This game has a very different feel to Sonic 1. I don't know. Have you played them enough to know this, Eric? How different they feel?
How so?
Well, Sonic 1, while it does have speed, is a lot slower.
It's a little floatier too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of, the physics are a bit different. Like, it's a bit more deliberate, I would say. Sonic 2 is a bit more kind of breakneck. You can kind of fly through the levels if you want, because Sonic 2 is the first game to introduce the spin dash move.
Yes.
Which is basically a staple of Sonic, where you can just get up some speed by standing still, pressing down, hammering a button, then you just rocket off in the distance. But in Sonic 1, you didn't have that. You just had to run and hope you would get some speed up.
This one has the kind of the half pipe animation too, where if you're trying to build up speed in this U-shaped area, you can go up one side and then back down, and he'll continually generate speed so you can launch yourself up higher.
Basically, they took the formula from the first one, tweaked it a bit and made it a bit speedier, and then kind of, this is what most people would associate with Sonic rather than the original.
And that's my issue with Sonic and why I've never been very good at it, because I play Sonic like I play Super Mario, as fast as humanly possible.
Really? See, I play Mario very deliberately.
Oh, no. Mario 1, 2, 3, Super Mario World, I'm just hauling ass through the level.
Why?
Because if you're not holding down B and sprinting, you're not playing Mario right.
You might miss secrets. Which you did do on this.
I didn't miss secrets. I just forgot how to get the emeralds.
You did.
And I got one, so you can shut up.
I got 5.
They get super difficult to get.
I know they did. I failed about 8 times trying to get the last one.
How many are there?
I think there's 6 on this one.
So in Sonic 1, you just had to get to the end of the level with 50 coins?
Rings. Such a twat.
Twat.
Yeah. And on the original Sonic, to get to the special stage, you had to get to the end of the level. And then you had
with 50 coins.
I don't know if you had to have 50.
I think you did.
You probably
because
did.
Then something would appear above the little spinny sign.
A giant coin, apparently, that you had to jump into, and then that would take you to the special stage. But in this one, it's tied into the star posts, which are checkpoints. You have to get 50 rings, hit the star post, jump into the stars, and then you go up to the half-pipe special stage.
Which sucks.
It's my least favourite of the Sonic special stages, the half-pipe. I do love the music, though. I really... I have to take a special moment for the soundtrack for this game, because fantastic music in all the levels.
Very good. I like the Hilltop Zone, one of my favorites.
I like Casino Night.
Casino Night is awesome. That's one of the levels on this game that I have the most memory of, because when I was playing this as a kid, I would usually just get to that point, because this didn't have saves. So it's like, all right, however far I can get, well, I have this amount of time to play, then I'm going to stop.
Yeah. Sonic 3 was the first one to introduce saving, actually.
Is that game significantly longer?
Yeah, well, it was originally meant to be Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, you see, so there was no way you could finish that in one sitting.
Oh, no.
Because that's 2 games in one, basically.
And that's where you can drop Sonic and Knuckles into the top of Sonic 3?
Yes.
Got it.
But Sonic 2 has a lot of firsts for the series. This is of the first game that introduces Tails. Who is...
Miles Tails Prower.
Yes.
You know what his name, why he was named Miles Prower, right?
Yes, miles per hour.
There you go.
Not as thick as I look.
I mean, you're thicker than I tell people.
Oh, there's 7 Chaos Emeralds, apparently, so I needed 2 more.
Oh.
5 times. What else
What else, Dan? Tell me more.
I've completely lost my train of thought now. Oh, that's the big change as well from Sonic 1. Sonic 1's levels had 3 acts. This has 2 per level.
These are a lot more varied, too. There's a lot more paths to take.
I found for the first time playing it this time that Act 2 is generally a bit longer.
Yeah.
With more checkpoints. I didn't notice.
And you can make it through without hitting a checkpoint. Sonic 1, the checkpoints were a little bit more deliberate.
Yeah. I mean, this is... in Sonic 3, it's even more paths you can take, really. Because Sonic 3 changes special stages again. You have the giant rings you could find in the levels in secret areas, which take you to the warp places.
There's a lot to the Sonic games that it's easy to miss.
Yeah, because the problem is Sonic is all about speed, so your natural instinct is to hurtle through the levels, but if you take a bit of time to look around, you can find a lot of different things.
What pisses me off, though, is in some of the later levels, like Metropolis Zone, there are these praying mantises.
Oh, they're annoying as hell.
And they put it at just a spot where, like, you're just hauling ass through this level, and the levels force you to slow down at some point. Yep. And right at those places where it forces you to slow down, they go, oh, hi, gah, all your coins gone.
Rings. You'll say it right eventually.
Not going to happen. So it becomes a little bit more meticulous. I went through the game this time, taking a little bit of your advice of slow down and actually explore the level. And I find if you can manage to stay along the top route, it's easier.
Yeah, but you do fall off sometimes, and that's where it gets trickier. Speaking
of not easy, let's take a minute to express some disdain for the aquatic ruin zone.
I don't mind the aquatic ruin zone.
Fuck that level.
Did you drown?
Oh, I hate that level. I've always hated that level.
Did you drown?
Because it doesn't play nice with my mantra of speed.
Okay. Well, that's deliberate to try and get you to consider it a bit more.
No, I did not like it at all. And in Chemical Plant Zone, when the water starts coming up, you have those cubes you need to climb up on the right. And then when you start going to the left, you have the two platforms that connect each other. One of them goes and they meet in the middle and then bounce back.
Yeah.
That right there is one of the hardest platforming sections in this game.
I see. I played it so much, I just did a first go.
Because Sonic he doesn't have
he has a floaty jump.
Yeah, it doesn't have really good fine controls. So you have to preempt it and jump before it gets there so you can land on it.
Yep.
And if you miss, you're down in the water and you have 15 seconds to get yourself back up.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens.
Not my favorite.
It's not... The pink water is kind of weird in Chemical Plant. I think it's meant to be some kind of chemical sludge. I remember from the comics, because I used to read Sonic the Comic, it was actually a substance called Mac, which kind of affects Sonic. It makes him poisoned in the comic. But
he can breathe under it.
Yes. In the game he can. But in the comic it had bad effects on him.
Oh. The thing about Aquatic Ruin that I finally took advantage of were those bubbles that you can refill your air.
Well, you have to, otherwise you drown.
Yeah.
Which I nearly did. I had 1 second left. Then got a bubble. I was like, yes.
Well, it spews out a bunch of small bubbles and then occasionally a big bubble.
Yeah, you have to wait next to it to spew out the big bubble.
Yeah.
Yo.
Metropolis Zone is the only one in here that has 3 acts.
I know, I find that very odd.
And that's the worst level in this game. I actually don't like that one more than Aquatic Ruin.
I didn't like it, actually. I feel it's needlessly difficult, like you say, just things thrown up at the last second.
Very complex. It's like they're trying to...
Star Badniks can do one.
Oh, yeah, when you're trying to run up, or you're trying to spin that nut up the bolt.
Yeah.
By the time I got to that point, I had no coins left.
Rings.
I almost said rings. I had to correct myself.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. And I died there multiple times.
Yeah, it's not
and
fun.
And then the squares with the swords that poke out of them above the fire. So did you beat this?
I got up to Death Egg and I wasn't save stating and I died. I only had 1 life left.
Aww.
I was gutted. Metal Sonic killed me.
Looking at the levels, I wasn't as close to the end as I thought I was. I made it to the boss of Metropolis Zone.
I thought you said you got to Death Egg.
I thought that was Death Egg. He had eggs floating around him, so I thought he was Death Egg.
Oh, for God's sake. I knew you weren't at the end.
How far away was I from the end?
Oh, I have trivia about Metropolis Zone. This is why it has 3 acts. There was meant to be another level, but due to development times, it was scrapped, and they had to refold it into Metropolis.
Oh.
So there you go. Fact for you there.
Oh, tidbit. I'm smarter. I don't know what I lost to gain that knowledge, but I lost something.
I find this quite interesting as well. Have you played Sonic CD before?
Yes.
With the time travel?
Yes.
Apparently that was an original idea for Sonic 2.
Time travel?
And it was meant to have the Mega CD port.
Huh.
But it never happened and instead was folded into Sonic CD.
So apparently you can hook up Sonic 2 to Sonic and Knuckles.
You can, and Knuckles is in Sonic 2 as well.
And you play as Knuckles.
Yes. But he doesn't.
Casino Night
He doesn't
is
gel,
a level.
It doesn't gel brilliantly with Sonic 2 Knuckles though, because he's not made for it.
Oh,
You see,
he floats though, right?
Yeah, he can glide.
That's dumb. That's really dumb.
But in Sonic 2, Knuckles has his own paths. You see.
Oh.
Like he has sections where he can climb up and things, because Knuckles can glide and climb. But if you put Sonic and Knuckles into Sonic 3, there are sections in Sonic 3 levels where it branches off and Knuckles can do his own path.
So they designed it for that, whereas it's just kind of slapping Knuckles into it.
It's just, there's no kind of way that Knuckles gels properly with the world.
Huh. Speaking of the levels, Casino Night was based on the experience of the Japanese staff when they worked in the U.S., who often traveled to Vegas.
All right. That's interesting. That's an interesting one.
What other, this has a 2-player mode, right?
Yes, it does. A race mode, I believe. Oh, no, is it only when you can control Tails?
I don't know.
No, this does have a race mode. 2 players compete against each other to the finish line. So you just have to race, basically.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Did you ever play it?
I did used to play with my friends, actually.
You had friends?
I did. They've all gone.
And now you're left with us.
I know. It's a bad time.
Wow. The game originally was supposed to have 18 zones, but they cut it down to 11.
18?
18.
Well, there's actually some interesting lore behind the Sonic 2. Sonic 2 was originally meant to have his own called Hidden Palace, which was cut before release. But it still exists.
There was a Japanese trailer that had some of the shots of that Hidden Palace, wasn't there?
Yeah, and also in the magazines, they also showed another level called Dust Hill, which is kind of like Green Hill Zone, but in a desert.
Huh.
And that was scrapped as well. But there's basically around the Sonic games, there's a very strong fan community who hack the games. And Sega doesn't seem to have an issue with it. And a lot of people have actually restored these levels into the games. Like the iOS port of Sonic 2, which is made by the Taxman, who's now in charge of Sonic Mania, now has Hidden Palace in it.
And Hidden Palace is just another level.
Yes.
Huh.
And it's really quite interesting. So I really like how that guy who was a fan and just used to make fan games is now heading up Sonic Mania.
Huh. Can you be Supersonic in this game?
Yes, you can. That's why you You have to collect all the emeralds from the special stages.
Okay.
Which is rock hard.
All 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, because the stages get really difficult. It's kind of, when you get into the later special stages, it's all about memory and repetition.
I was going to say, do the half pipes remain the same, or are they different every time?
Different every time.
Ugh.
Well, one of the best things you can do if you want to get Supersonic is go into the options and switch off Tails. Because when you're in the half pipe, Tails is behind you, but if you don't collect the rings, Tails will collect them, and he doesn't move as fast as Sonic. Like, there's about a second delay between him moving when you move, so you have to move very quickly for him to move out the way of bombs and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Otherwise, but he can also help you by collecting the coins.
Rings. He can, but because of that, I find it's better to just use Sonic, because Tails always gets hit.
Yeah.
And then loses them.
The other thing that's annoying, too, is if you go into the half pipe with 100 coins,
rings,
when you're done, whether or not you win, you come out with 0.
Yeah, even when you're next to the boss.
Oh, yeah, it's obnoxious. Most of these bosses I had to beat with 0 coins.
Rings. Fuck off. I mean, yeah, you do, but the boss, most of the bosses are, I don't know, it's because I played it a lot.
They're not very hard.
No. I mean, a lot of them you can actually beat by just jumping on his head when he first shows up.
No, because you can only hit him 2 times before you fall through him. So the levels that you can fall off are into the lava.
No, you can't.
You can.
You can't? You can hit him loads of times.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
I thought about that, because the one on the hill zone where there's the fire and he comes up out. I tried bouncing on him continually, and after the second bounce, every time I would fall through him.
It depends on when you jump at him. It has to be when he's properly upwards. Like, I tried this, I died 3 times, and then I tried it again when he was properly out the lava, and it worked better.
Huh.
But once I chemical plant, I jumped on his head about 6 times in a row.
My least favorite was the Casino Night boss.
Yeah, that one's hard.
Very difficult.
With the flippers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Casino Night's a difficult level in general because you bounce around everywhere.
I think it's a ton of fun.
It is a ton of fun, but you do bounce around everywhere. Like, I was hoping Casino Night would be in Sonic Generations, but it was only on the 3DS version. But they seem to be doing another Sonic Generations. They're an unannounced Sonic project, so you never know.
Hopefully it's not garbage.
The last one was good, so just saying.
I don't think there were any bosses in particular that were very difficult. The only ones I died on Water Eggman a couple times because the floor disappeared and I just bounced off him and it shot me down into the water.
On Chemical Plant.
It. Yeah.
All right, okay. You didn't get up to Sky Chase Zone then, did you not?
I did not.
Sky Chase is after Metropolis, and you were on Tails' plane. And he takes you up in the sky to the Wing Fortress Zone.
Ooh.
But Sky Chase is actually Sonic is just standing on the plane, and then when you jump around, Tails will come under you with the plane to catch you and stuff. I actually glitched it out because I did the spin dash when I was near the edge of the level, and Sonic just fell off the plane. Which isn't meant to happen.
Well, look at you.
I know. And then you go through Wing Fortress, and Sonic goes on Tails' plane again, jumps on the side of Robotnik's spaceship, goes up into space to the Death Egg, which is Robotnik's space station.
Yeah, I definitely didn't make it that far.
And the final showdown is, first of all, Death Egg is a pain in the ass. You have no rings. There are no rings in the level.
What about coins?
No coins either.
Okay.
And basically, there's just 2 bosses. That's it. There's no level to explore. You go out and you have to fight Metal Sonic, who's pretty difficult. No rings. And then after that, you have to fight Robotnik in a giant mech. He shoots his arms at you. You never got this far?
I did not know.
No,
I didn't.
Yeah, and then after that, the Death Egg explodes. Sonic runs away, falls out the Death Egg, lands on Tails' plane. Everything's hunky-dory.
Kind of like from Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, and then the Death Egg actually falls to Earth. It lands on the floating island, which is where Sonic 3 is set.
Oh, dear continuation.
It is.
Aw.
And that is when Robotnik warps Knuckles' mind by telling him Sonic is coming for the Master Emerald, where in reality Robotnik is after the Master Emerald. Which is why Knuckles is a bad guy in Sonic 3.
You and your Sonic knowledge.
I have a lot of Sonic knowledge.
Mostly useless.
You have a lot of Mega Man knowledge. So
yeah, I mean, it
all balances out.
All balances out. I enjoyed it, though.
What do you mean it's useless? It's a retro gaming podcast. People love this shit.
Emphasis on shit.
Shut your face.
That was quite good Scottish.
It wasn't meant to be.
Well, it sounded Scottish. Like angry American Scottish.
Yeah, I guess. I'll never be able to do it again.
No, never.
Never.
I enjoyed it this time, though. I don't place Sonic up there as one of my favorite game series, but I enjoyed this one.
My God. I was expecting you to hate it.
Nah, I'm turning a new leaf, Dan.
Well, you're getting less ignorant and annoying as you get older.
Trying. The next hurdle is Goof Troop.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That might have to be one that we play together.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I want nothing to do with that hot turd.
Me either.
but we may need to appease the masses.
Did you know there was also an 8-bit version of this one?
Of Sonic?
Sonic 2.
How could there be?
Sega Master System and Game Gear.
Ooh. Different. I think I had this on Game Gear.
Different level designs and a different plot.
I had this on Game Gear.
Also, it doesn't have the spin dash.
Well, that's shit.
It's shit.
And he's got a paraglider.
He does.
Or hang glider.
Huh. So, yeah, as I said before, I think I still like Sonic 3 better. But I do like Sonic 2.
We'll have to get to Sonic 3 at some point.
Yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Ooh, that's a lot of games.
It's best to play it through continually, though, because it's so good if you do it all the way through, because you get you can get the normal emeralds on Sonic 3, and then you can get the hyper emeralds on Sonic and Knuckles.
Ooh.
And they're big.
They're big.
Then you get to be hype. Then you get to the final level, and you can be Hyper Sonic and fight Robotnik in space, and it's awesome.
You know what my favorite Sonic game is?
Probably a shit one. Sonic 06.
Nope. Even better.
Sonic Spinball.
I mean, this is probably... You're getting closer. It's the most authentic Sonic experience.
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Oh, I love Mean Bean Machine.
Oh my God.
We used to have Mean Bean Machine contests in college.
You're so cool.
Oh, dude, we were.
I don't think I've ever played Mean Bean Machine.
It's really fun. If you're playing against somebody, it's a ton of fun.
So, did you like this one overall better than Sonic 3D?
Sonic 3D.
Played it for the show. You hated it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sonic 3D was pants.
Yeah. I liked it when I was a kid, but it's pretty bad.
It's really bad, Dan. Sonic 3D is really bad.
Yeah.
I liked it better than Sonic Adventure.
Have you ever heard of Sonic Extreme?
I've heard of it. No idea what it is.
It was meant to be kind of the first properly 3D one for the Saturn, and it got cancelled.
Oh, there was a good console.
It had kind of weird, kind of like Super Mario Galaxy 3D circular levels. And it's just there's some footage out there which is worth watching sometime. It's pretty weird, but it got cancelled.
I do remember watching a video of this not too long ago.
Yeah, it's very odd.
Any closing thoughts on Sonic 2, Dan? Because we have... Play it!
That's it.
We have one email, and boy, is it special. You want to send us an email, factorysealed@manatank.com, or post it to us on our Facebook community page. This one comes from a very special listener. Somebody I had the privilege of growing up with, who has just recently started listening to our show. His name is Scott Girardi, and he is recently taking to listening to this show while he goes hunting. And pretty much all the time, because he's constantly sending me texts with stupid shit we've said or done on the show. Are you ready for this one?
I am.
Titled O'Doyle Rules. Scott writes, Cheerio, first-time listener, second-time caller, eh? Just out here in my tree stand, doing America. Guns, bows, and knives. Just want to say a few words to the Factory Sealed team. It's vague, not veeg.
Vague.
No, it's vague, not veeg. I border Jess just south in Wisconsin, so we're basically neighbors. If you need a cup of sugar, better knock on someone else's door, because there is no I in team. Loot before saving your buddies every time, but you must yell stuff as they watch helplessly being attacked or dying. I visited London for 2 weeks when I was 10 or so. The two Brits and I have a lot in common besides our accents, of course. What I remember is the taxi drivers are crazy as hell and the phone booths doubled as a beatbox, and I'm not referencing the words you make with your mouth. So much porn plastered all over them.
Oh, yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Sounds like a great place.
It's where prostitutes used to leave their numbers.
Oh. With that said, let the fisting commence. You guys are awesome and well done on the podcast. I'm a late arrival to the show, but it's been fun catching up on all the stupidity. I've known Eric since my freshman year of high school. So I knew what I was getting into when I started listening, We were what you call special when we played games together. It's good to see he's grown up over the years. I'd donate money, but I'd rather spend it on food. Give me a cheeseburger, Jeeves. From the great state of Wisconsin, cheers.
Very nice.
That's a special one, Scott.
A good one.
That's all we have for emails.
We did have on Facebook, though, Mr. Quinton Saiger has posted pictures of him winning his mini NES.
Oh, yeah. He went to extremes.
He did. He was excellent. He straddled a dog and the actual console.
And I don't know if you saw this, but I discovered in the background that he made his stuffed animals in the back straddling each other as well.
Did he?
The picture where he's straddling his dog and holding the console.
Oh, yeah.
There's two stuffed animals in the back. But if you look at the chair, Lightning McQueen is looking at him like, oh, yeah.
That's some good straddling. Also, Quentin looks suspiciously like Hugh Jackman in disguise. Or is that just me?
I think it's just you.
I think he does.
His hair is shaggier and his beard is longer since he straddled that giant bear.
Yes, it is.
Good job.
Must be a straddle over a few days.
No. Yes. Must have been. Good for him, though.
Yes, it's wonderful.
We are going to be announcing another contest coming up here in a few weeks once Dan gets his package from me through Tom, because it has some stuff in there that he needs.
Yes. Thank you all.
But that will be a retro card giveaway.
Spoilers.
Made by one of our listeners. Well, we already talked about it.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
No, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, I forgot.
Well, you're a moron.
I
am. Let's see here. Anything else, Dan? I don't think we're doing a show next week, are we?
No, we're going to have a week off, unless you want to do it with Jess and Tom.
Well, here's what I say we do. I say we don't have a show next week. Have a show the following week, and it's just going to be a Final Fantasy extravaganza.
Oh,
that way it gives us 2 weeks to play the game and get a good feel for it, and then we can talk about Final Fantasy 15 and previous Final Fantasies.
Is Jess getting it? Like, I know she's got a PS4 now, but she doesn't actually buy games.
Is Jess she may be getting it, but I think the true question is Jess going to play it?
Probably not.
No.
Bought a PS4 Pro and barely touched it, as far as I'm aware.
And she bought Destiny.
Did she really buy Destiny?
She says she didn't, but I think she's telling us she didn't because we made so much fun of her.
Yeah. It's worth making
There's probably a guy out there listening, hey, I like Destiny.
Well, if you like Destiny, you're wrong, because it's shit. Screw you.
It is shit. It's shit.
I actually went this week, Eric, and played Axiom Verge again.
Yeah, we talked about that your first episode on.
Were we?
Yeah.
Oh, right. There's a trophy. You'll be proud of me. I'm playing it on hard. To get.
Oh, you mean normal?
It's on hard to get the trophy.
Well, it's normal, but it's hard for you because it's one step up from easy, which is your normal.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I think you should get that because I think you'd enjoy it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Maybe if it's on sale.
You should get it.
Oh, yeah.
Get it.
How about no?
Yes.
No. Dan, I'm playing Pokemon and I've got Final Fantasy coming up. I'm not buying Axiom Verge.
Axiom.
That's all I've got for this week.
It's a short one.
It's a shorter Shirley.
It's a short show.
Short show. Oh, you also have a piece of candy on your way.
Oh, God.
Actually, 2 pieces.
Oh, God.
One of them is a piece of durian candy.
Oh, God.
And the other is a strawberry-flavored chili powder-covered sucker.
I'm really looking forward to these.
You should. I think you should video yourself. Tom tried to eat one of those suckers last time and made it about 12 seconds.
So why do they make these if they're horrible? On purpose?
Well, I think in the culture where they're made for, people like them.
Well, it's like you guys like vomit chocolate, so...
Oh, yeah, vomit chocolate's the best.
Weirdos.
Imagine having that job. You just eat a bunch of fast food and then stand over a vat and puke into it. Making chocolate.
If you ate, like, proper milk chocolate that's not...
Yeah, like a Toblerone.
Yeah. Oh, God, Toblerone gate over here is crazy. Did you hear about this?
What's that?
They changed the spacing between the Toblerone.
Oh, God.
And that was a bigger story in England than Donald Trump becoming president.
Did they make the spacing bigger?
Yeah.
Oh, they cut out more chocolate.
Yeah.
Them bastards.
Them goddamn assholes.
It's like people bitching about Kit Kat stamping the name into the top. They're like, I could have had more chocolate.
Didn't know they did that. I just eat it. See, I compromised by getting a Kit Kat Chunky.
Describes how you aspire to be.
Yes, Chunky.
Dan Chunky Curtis.
Changing my Twitter handle right now.
Chunky Jockbuns. Just Chunky Buns.
Oh, Chunky Buns.
Dan Chunky Buns Curtis. Kind of at your service when I'm not sleeping or dead.
I quite proudly wear that as a badge of honor.
Yes. Daniel.
Hello.
Hello, hiya.
Not this again! God, not this shit!
Where can we find you on the Twatter?
You can find me on the Twatter at Frosted Sloth. Or Sleuth.
You can find me at Honest Pizza. But I have I think we've kind of stepped away from using Twitter.
A little bit.
I find myself interacting more on the Facebook page.
Yes. Which is what, Eric?
Facebook.com/group/252908838344748 //
Thanks, Eric. Or you could just search Factory Sealed Retro Gaming Podcast Community and it'll come up.
Or you could search 252908838442748 //
Yes, and as always, if you want to support the show, you can do so by donating to us on Patreon, where you get sweet rewards.
We are almost at the t-shirt level.
Are we?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Make one.
I know. We'll have to design one.
Would you like a Chunky Buns shirt? If yes, I think give us money.
So here's what I think we need to look into. There has to be a place where we can just upload designs and let people purchase them if they want.
Yeah, I would think so.
We'll have to look into that, because I feel like we could make a ton of stupid shirts.
If you want factory sealed merch, let us know.
Let us know what type of merch you'd like to see. What type of shirts? Would you like a Get It shirt? A Jockbuns shirt?
You can buy them.
Perhaps,
you can buy them anyway.
Perhaps the Great Biscuit Debate of 2015 shirt?
Perhaps a Finishing Games Like Jess shirt?
How about just a shirt that says VAG?
A shirt with a smooth area on the front?
Oh, Tom's smooth area.
Authentic Jeeves shirt and top hat combo?
A Proper Bollocks nutsack shirt?
Yeah.
There's so much. Let us know what you'd like to see.
Crag's Vag Plag.
Oh, yes. I love Craig's Vague Plague.
Eric's Desert Punting Business.
Yeah, oh man, there's so much.
This
show is so rich with content.
The cheese and pottery content. This t-shirt.
What?
Yeah, but we could maybe do that. I don't know. Really,
the designs
will really be thought this through.
Do we think anything through? No. The designs will be inherently shit.
Yes. but the prices will reflect this.
The shirt might not hold up more than 1 or 2 washings. It may just come on rice paper.
In Cran.
Oh, yes! The Carmel Cran?
That sounds like a bad superhero name. Quick, call the Carmel Cran!
The Carmel Cran and Jockbuns!
Dr. Smooth Area, stop attacking the city!
I can picture the Carmel Cran as just this really has no personality, lethargic, kind of a stick in the mud, like, meh, okay, I'll get there. Yeah. Awfully drab today, isn't it?
Dr. Smooth Area has unleashed Kragsvag plague upon the city. We must rescue the people.
Channeling his Archimedes death ray by reflecting the sun off of his smooth crotch. You okay?
No. Oh, goodness. God. Somebody who's an artist, please mock that up as a picture. That would be so funny.
Tom standing on the top of a skyscraper, legs spread, hands on the hips.
On hips, I was about to say that.
His pelvic thrusted forward. With the sun beaming down onto his smooth crotch, reflecting it down onto the Carmel Cran and melting him. Yes. Awfully hot today.
Jockbuns stands at the side looking shocked.
Eating a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Bert and Edna's Cheeseburger Factory shirt.
For God's sake. They put another joke on the penis John Tally shirt.
It's just a shirt with penis joke, and there's 2 columns, yes or no, and it just checks all over the yes.
The Are You a Sitter or Stander shirt.
Oh, yeah.
The Jess has lost her keys in the shitter again shirt.
There's so much.
Jess's truck's on fire shirt.
Surely we've missed some stuff.
I would think so.
Shoot us your suggestions.
On the email.
And the email at factoryseal@manitank.com.
And as a
Dan, that's good.
No, hang on. As a final request, as always, we appreciate reviews on the iTunes, etc.
Do we have any new reviews?
We don't. We haven't had any for a while, and I would like a new one, please.
I want a new one.
I want to feel special.
I want a good one.
We have to get rid of the bad ones because Eric's an idiot.
I'm not an idiot.
You are.
Well, excuse me for having opinions.
They're ignorant opinions.
They're not.
Yeah.
Every opinion is valued.
Yours isn't.
Sure it is.
No, it isn't.
I'm going to check to see if we've gotten a new review since you said that. And no.
I know we haven't. I check.
You just sit and hunt on it. Dan, that's going to do it for this week.
It is.
Guys, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Even 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So store up your stupid.
Stupid.
You're so stupid, it hurts.
And join us next week on same Carmel Cran channel for more Factory Sealed.
Get your fill in the smooth area.
What will Dr. Smooth Area do next?
This episode brought to you by Dr. Smooth Area's Smooth Area Polishing Cream.
And in association with IKEA.
Get that smooth area as smooth and shiny as possible.
Jockbuns, to the Carmel Cave.
Jockbuns and the Carmel Cran. Worst superheroes ever.
I don't care. I want that to be made.
Oh, man. You're just the trusty, over giddy sidekick, and out to defeat Dr. Smooth area. What's Jess?
I don't know. The moose loose about the souse.
Miss Absent.
The crazy cat lady.
Oh, yeah. She's just always sitting at bus stops talking to cats, yelling at cars.
And she gives out advice.
We'll pick this up next time. But Dan, thank you for joining me today.
I had a fun time. Thank you very much.
A fun time. I had quite an enjoyable time as myself too.
It was stimulating. I'm gonna go prostate myself. Okay.
I was gonna say, go stimulate the prostate.
Will do.
Bye.
Cheerio. Bye.